welcome to Emma's ESL English. Today I thought we'd talk a little bit about arguments. We did one on dating a couple of weeks ago, so in this case we're quite a lot further into the relationship, or perhaps it's a family thing. So these words we can also use if we're talking about mums, dads, children. To an extent we could use them for student-teacher relationships. We could use them at work, but most of these I think wouldn't be appropriate for work. It's more like personal relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. We're going to start with the things that start a fight. Then we're going to talk about the fight and then what comes after the fight. Different vocabulary. Okay, so the first one, I'm always catering to their needs. So rather than thinking about what do you need, what do you want, you're thinking about what do they need and doing everything the way they like it, which can leave you feeling not very much appreciated or a little frustrated. The second one, it was really off-putting. An example we might use, in South Korea, it's very common for people, girls especially, to use egg yo. We don't have an English word for this. It doesn't exist in my country. But in Korea, it's that kind of cutesy voice, cutesy tone. So girls can be like, "Oh, pa," and be really, really cute about things. This is usually used, I think, to make guys like them more. When I used to speak with foreign guys about it, this went one way or the other. Either they found it really cute and adorable, or they found it really off-putting. It made them seem really young. Next one, she's always sulking, to mean someone who didn't get their own way and now they're annoyed. I would say we use it the most with children. When your child wanted to have candy and you said, no, you can't have any, and then they went, "Ugh," and we can say they went off in a huff. It means they went off really angry and frustrated with you. It's a little bit like a tantrum, but not completely. A tantrum is where they're screaming and shouting, whereas sulking or going off in a huff is more like they're squashing that anger, and it's maybe showing on their face or showing because they stormed off, they left. They're not making any noise. They just look annoyed with you. Sulking means they can be in a bad mood for a while before they start to feel happy with you again. Okay, next one. It felt like a slap in the face. You've been really nice to someone. You've been catering to their needs. You've been making them feel special. And then they turn around and say, "You're so annoying. Why do you never do what you want to do?" And it feels like a slap in the face. They didn't actually slap you, but it feels like they really hurt you because they didn't appreciate what you did. So a slap in the face, we use it most commonly when somebody doesn't appreciate what you did and tells you off for it, and then you feel really hurt by that. Number 5, we had a row. This is the same as argument or quarrel. I would say we use row the most in family or personal relationships. So far, it was really off-putting. It's probably the only one that we might use in business. Everything else is not for business. Okay, so we had a row means we had an argument. We finally had the argument. It's happened. Okay, and I felt so upset. We had a row and I felt so upset means we had the argument and now I feel sad or angry or frustrated. Upset can mean a lot of emotions, but it's after that argument that how you feel afterwards, that's you feeling upset. Okay. Number 7, we need to clear the air. So we've had our argument, we felt upset. Now we want to make up again. Now we want to be friends again, somehow come back together. So we need to clear the air means we either need to have a discussion or maybe we need to do something or go somewhere so that we can feel better about this situation. We can feel like all of the bad stuff that we've talked about or bad things we've said has disappeared and we can be ourselves again. And finally, we need to strike a balance. Means that we need to stop focusing on one particular area, but rather find a balance between two things. So in the beginning, we started with I'm always catering to their needs. That's not going to work long term. It's not going to work if you're the only person who's always making the other person feel better and doing everything for the other person. So we need to strike a balance between catering to the other person's needs and being selfish. We're going to try and be somewhere in the middle. Okay, you can email your questions to emmaseslenglish@gmail.com, or you can head over to the blog at www.emmaseslenglish.com, where you will find all of this vocabulary written down. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope to see you next time. Share with your friends. Bye!